How are you recovering from your injuries, Nabora?
Oh, it's you. Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herssen took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now.
I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture.
So, about that exostrider plan you mentioned, let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all. But let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
No thanks. Okay, you're right. Let's table the exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luuk. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lahairoi region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. Though she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling. To learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lahairoi. Didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work.
What did you mean I had other tasks for you?
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herssen?
Shh. Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry. I have her with me today. The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot.
Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahairoi to watch for any Fraxidus activity. Warren was the first Fraxidus mole you uncovered, and he certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahairoi is a gold mine, even for the Fraxidus.
Spying on the Fraxidus is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story. The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. But I prefer its other name, Ichor. My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
Evolution. Sounds like something the Fraxidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my colored vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story. For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked. So eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. And then came that accident. I thought what my father did was a rather mundane story. A cliché. Someone trying to atone for past guilt, only to cause greater harm. Until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. So I had my father's grave exhumed. It was empty.
A Fraxidus Overseer's report on its way to the new Federation?
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola Logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris, in the new Federation.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Naviale's work after learning about the Ichor's potential for evolution?
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
The thousand-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake, deep within the Dark Tide. Wait. Does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real him was taken. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fraxidus. Hatred.
Hatred. Even now?
Now, it has become something of a habit. Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Fraxidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor. The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to Lahai Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
You uncovered all this by yourself?
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last. Luuk, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me. They got away again. If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time. I should send today's findings to her. It's been 2 years. I suppose I'm due for a report. Good, you got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to Lahai Roy? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in Lahai Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. Lahai Roy is a nice place, Luuk. Bright, passionate students, beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this. Come.
Very well. As you wish. So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since. No need to worry. I know my limits. Now, about the Exostrider. It started with Space Trek Collective finding a giant solid-skin root network in Bjarter Woods. They identified it as the lid sealing the Strider Gate, so to speak. It keeps the Threnodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell Lahai Roy's doomsday, but the entire world. But the Collective still yearned to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Threnodians suppressed. But lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Fraxidus is also getting ready to make a move.
As for what you said earlier, I've been here long enough to know exactly who you are. Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry about. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years and become one of Lahai Roy's steadfast guardians.
Oh, I'm just glad the President doesn't see me as some busybody.
You're the right kind of busybody, the kind we're happy to have.
A friend of mine sold me on this place, went on and on about the beautiful snow and the bright, passionate students. Convinced me to come. But when I actually got here, nothing like the brochure she described. Turns out, 8 out of 10 staff members were planted here by different factions.
Dr. Herssen, there was a break-in at the infirmary. Nivara's being kidnapped by the one we previously detained, Warren.
No! Oh, Dr. Herssen! Warren, is he?
He's only unconscious. Everything's okay, Navora. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. It's just that he struck me in the back of the neck. It really hurts. I'm really scared.
It's okay. Don't force yourself to hold it in. After a shock like that, it's much better if you let it out. Keeping it bottled up is stressful in itself.
I fell asleep on the hospital bed. When I woke up and opened my eyes, Warren was pointing a gun at my head. He was frantic, grilled me non-stop about Skyark, and when he found out I'd been to the station before, he forced me to bring him. Wait! Those researchers by the door!
One of them didn't make it. The other two are still alive.
I see. As for what else happened, I don't really remember.
That's all right. I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest, Navora. We'll handle things from here.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herssen, care to share your theory? Oh, Doctor. How mean. Is that any way to treat a student?
I'm afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right, Grand Architect of the Fraxidus? Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes two to play a game.
My. Played me for a fool, didn't you? I was going to kill you for a little one-on-one time with Rover. Shame.
Regrettable that you evaded what was meant for you.
But it's okay. Uncle Warren's dead. Nice and clean.
Being caught out in the open, and still he thought he could just vanish from the Highroy and get away with this fiasco. The naivety is remarkable.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted too, so I'm a happy girl. Ah, yes, my precious. I couldn't find it anywhere, so it was you who took it from me. This is the first time someone's taken something from me. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. When did you begin to suspect?
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station, when you feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect. But even you cannot mimic what you don't understand. Death itself. To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Let me think. Oops. Can't seem to remember. My bad. My real favorite things are the ones that are really old and far, far away. But you're something special, Dr. Herssen. You're the first person in forever to ever come this close. Now, for the first one. At the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands a member of the Fraxidus.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun! It's It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough on its little wheel? And if you do end up catching that child, that just proves they were useless anyway. I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Arc. So, how did you feel seeing the etheric sea? Oh, home sweet home. Your faraway home. The one you can never, ever go back to. Leading you there wasn't all for nothing. The look on your face was the sweetest treat. Let's be sure to have more fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two. I wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
These are the personnel files from the Sky Arc space station. This lettering. Do you recall the lead researcher on the Etheric Sea Initiative? The one we saw in the hologram during our first visit?
Professor Junshi.
Yes. During his lecture, he mentioned a scholar who had just joined the project, Wei Ying, but his introduction was cut short. I've found that scholar's record in the system, and her name. The letters of this name are a perfect match with those engraved on that pen. According to these records, the Etheric Sea Initiative was stalled due to a lack of funding until she joined. Then, it was pushed back on track. Her involvement influenced the CSC's decision on this project. But everything else about her birthplace, employment history, or academic background is missing.
Sounds like another identity borrowed by the Grand Architect.
Indeed. It seems we've just traced this thousand-faced individual back to an even earlier point in Solaris' history.
The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know.
And about that footage... No need to explain. The fewer people who know about your secret, the better. The Fraxidus has more than one base in Solaris, and I'm far from the only one with a grudge or an interest in their activities. Until now, the Grand Architect has been like a reflection in water. She never appears as her own person, only by the faces of the already dead. But now, her fascination with what lies beyond all those infinite stars is a thread we can pull. We can start identifying which schemes bear her signature.
I'll be cautious. Before Navora, did you find any other traces of this Grand Architect in the High Roy?
Yes. There is this one thing, but it's only speculation, about how Imeth disappeared. From what you told me, she died from overclocking trying to stop the Threnodian over a decade ago. After that incident, the Academy detected cracks on the Threnodian seal in the depths of Biarter Woods. The damage seemed intentional. I believe it was the Grand Architect who damaged the seal, and that led to Imeth's death. Lucila's people will handle things here now. We should leave.
To where?
Let's go clear our minds. You shouldn't sit with this alone.
I keep wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. That one decision cost me my grip on everything. It made me leave so many people behind. I pulled everyone into my grand plan to save the world, and when it mattered most, I wasn't even there.
Even if that hadn't happened, Your path was always destined to diverge from most of ours. You know your lifespan is immense. Barring some accident, most of us will leave this world long before you. Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes. But for you, it's a question that lingers for an exceptionally long time. You're still the same person you were before, just as resilient, still bringing hope to others. That's why, after all these years, we're still willing to stand with you. And it's not because you're a supposed savior. It's because you've always been you. And we're not just doing this for you. We're doing it for Solaris, for the future we all chose to fight for. One can only move forward by making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Rhine. I failed to protect my own family.
But your brother is still alive. You're alive. There's still hope. You did everything you could.
Who knows when I'll wake up next time.
Then we'll make a promise, Luke. We'll see each other again next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right here. Just like today.
Come now. Enough with that face. Some candy?
You always carry candy with you. Are you sure they really work?
As in...
It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood. Your words.
That. Honestly, not really. It's become more of a habit of mine. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. The sweetness was a distraction, something to look forward to. Later, after I inherited Naviale, I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. So I'd eat them to cope, especially when I was up to my neck in trouble thanks to my business associates. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fraxidus' trail on my own, I'd be chewing on one while I watched those who helped me die right in front of me. Still powerless, it seems. But I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day. If you let grief and anger burn you out, you become obsessed with results. You forget the joy you felt along the way. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
I'll have one of your candies.
How does it taste?
Luke, my chances of saving Imeth? They're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
Thanks for the candy.
You're very welcome.